What's going on, y'all? Mike C-Town here. Here to give you my top 10 hip hop albums of 2013. Couple reasons I'm doing this. We at Dead in Hip Hop just dropped our video talking about our top 5 releases for the year, and I didn't really get to talk at all about the 5 that I picked. And also, the more I thought about it, I wanted to talk about a couple more releases that came out outside of the 5 that I talked about in the video. So yeah, so I wanted to make this. Before we even get started, let me make this very clear. This is my list. My list, not your list. Mine's. Mine's. What that means is, my picks may not reflect your picks. My taste may not reflect your taste. Either way, you're going to have to live with it. Or don't. Click that X up at the top and go on about your business. Alright, let's get started. At number 10, Pusha T, My Name Is My Name. We reviewed this at Dead in Hip Hop. I really enjoyed this album. Moody, felonious music. Alright, Pusha T did exactly what people didn't think he could do, and that's make an incredible album. This is the ideal sound for Pusha T, and it works perfectly. Production is on point. Pusha T, as usual, is on point. So, yeah, great album. Coming in at number 9, Sadistic, Flowers for My Father. I love this album. I love the passion of this album. I love the emotion in this album. He really pulled together a solid project. I did a review of this album on my channel. Go do a search for that if you really want to hear more details about how I felt about this album. But overall, I thought it was fantastic. It had been like something like 5 years since Sadistic's previous record, and I think he outdid himself. Coming in at number 8, Mr. Motherfucking Esquire with Kismet. This is the album that shows that he is truly a different breed of rapper. Creative and artistic ratchetness, that intelligent hoodlum type shit. You know, we did a review of this album, so if you really want to hear more details about how I felt about that album, you should go watch the Dead in Hip Hop review. But I think this album is fantastic, from the lush production to the way that Esquire is going over these beats and the way he laid this project out. It's just fantastic. What, nigga, what? I don't give a fuck. Stumbling in the club, liquor spilling out my cup. Coming in at number 7, Billy Woods with Dour Candy. This record was a fantastic follow-up to History Will Absolve Me. Produced entirely by Blockhead with some amazing beats. Billy Woods had some dope lyricism on here. I like the way he switched up his style just a little bit from his previous releases. But yeah, I also did a review of this project too, so if you have the time, go check out that review, because I go into detail about how incredible of a project this is. And while I'm talking about him, make sure you guys go check out the Arm & Hammer LP, which is him and Elucid. I didn't get a chance to review that project, but just in case you guys care, I think that project is fan-fucking-tastic. So go check that out. Coming in at number 6, Amir Suleiman, Opening. This was the end of the trilogy he started with 2012's Meccan Openings, which, by the way, is incredible. That trilogy then moved on to the Median Openings, and this is the conclusion of the trilogy. This is one of the most powerful releases this year, in my opinion. Amir Suleiman is a true wordsmith. He strings together phrases that are just absolutely mind-blowing. And this is a real mood-setting album. This is not something you throw in your car and you just bump. This is something that makes you feel, makes you instantly get into the album. His words and the themes fit so perfectly with the instrumentals. I still like Meccan Openings the best, but this is an incredible close to the trilogy, so make sure you check this out. Coming in at number 5, R.A. the Rugged Man, Legends Never Die. This, to me, takes hip-hop back to the essence. Beats, lyrics, period. While showing you that he's one of the best MCs to ever touch a mic, he's also showing you that he doesn't have to just talk about bragging. He doesn't have to talk about just random bullshit. He can actually put together tracks, like meaningful tracks. RA is one of the most underrated MCs, in my opinion, of all time. And I think that he shows on this album why that statement should be really taken seriously. Coming in at number 4 is Brother Ali, Left in the Deck. The reason I love this project is because Brother Ali shows every element of himself that makes me put him as one of my favorite MCs. He shows the spitter, he shows the storyteller, he shows the preacher, he shows the teacher. He shows that he is truly one of a kind on the mic. And Jake One's beats on this thing are just monsters. I did a review of this as well, so if you'd like to go hear more thoughts, make sure you go check out that review. Coming in at number 3 is Cage Kill the Architect. This is the sound and the feel of a dark, slow, creepy movie. It gives you the feeling of a person that's totally given up on life and he wants to take you on a ride through his life and his day-to-day thinking. And I think Cage did a tremendous job with this project. I think this project is really misunderstood and it's overlooked because it's misunderstood, but I think you guys should really give it a listen. Coming in at number 2 is Childish Gambino, Because the Internet. Man, such a well thought out album to me. It's a hip hop album that's stretching the imagination of what hip hop can really be. On this project, Childish Gambino is giving you so many parts of himself. He's giving you not just the rapper, but he's also giving you the storyteller. He's giving you the writer, which I think is most important to think about when you listen to this project. But the reason this made my top 10 list was because very few other projects this year really made me have to think really hard, not deciphering lyrics, but more so deciphering a feeling or trying to figure out what he was going for. And no, I've still not read the script. I will do that very soon. But I think part of the fun of this album was kind of deciphering the story. And even if I get some of it wrong, so fucking what? It's still a fantastic album. And yeah, coming off of royalty, I think Childish Gambino totally turned his fans and his skeptics on their ass. And this was a risky project. This was a gutsy project. And I think that he pulled it together extremely well. So, yeah. And my number 1 project of the year, Run the Jewels. I don't think this was any surprise to anybody. The reason this album made my number 1 is because LP and Killer Myke are the best hip hop duo to come out in years. And yeah, I said that shit. And yeah, I stand by that shit. And what? This album, like I said about Ari, it takes it back to the essence of hip hop, which is dope beats, dope rhymes. And both of these guys, they give it to you, man. One really awesome thing about this project is nobody's outshining anybody else. Like these guys, it's amazing that they were paired together because they're both such incredible wordsmiths, such dope MCs that it's awesome hearing these guys bounce off each other. And LP does an amazing job on those beats. And yeah, that's really it. Like I don't think any other album this year was really touching Run the Jewels. So, hey, it is what it is, bruh. So yeah, that's my top 10 for the year. I do have to give runner-up credit to Earl Sweatshirt's Doris, as well as Ill Bill's Grimy Awards. Those two fought pretty hard for my top 10, as did Young Father's Take 2. A lot of people confuse best project and favorite project, and those two things are really not the same thing. Like I said in the Dead End Hip Hop video, something can be a technically better project than something else, but it still won't be my favorite. My favorite means something I can come back to, something that I really enjoy, something that has grown on me and has made me revisit over and over and over again. And I feel like the 10 that I just listed, they did that. Now, there might be another project that had better production. There might be another project that had better rhymes. But those projects didn't pique my interest to make me go and revisit them more than a handful of times. But yeah, feel free to drop your top 10 hip hop list in the comments. I'd be interested in hearing them. Maybe I missed some things, huh? Stay tuned for another video, which I will be giving my top 20 non-hip hop releases of 2013. That'll probably drop within the next day or so. Anyway, as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I will see you guys very soon with another list. All right? Peace. Bitches.